Hello, my beautiful, amazing crochet family. I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan, and we are back with another all over the place crochet broadcast. Y'all, listen, I am so excited to sit in front of this camera because, listen, the past week I have not been feeling so good, but now I'm like, I would say 100%, but give or take a little 10% here and there. But listen, so much better than what the last week was treating me. Like, it was treating me a little like, dang, what did I do to deserve this? But anyways, I feel so much better. I'm so excited to come and speak with you all. And I was sitting here, I have some notes, so let me get my notebook. And I managed to complete the hat, and I'm gonna show y'all that I managed to complete a hat that I had in my whip stash, and I worked a little bit on the cardigan that I'm doing for my daughter. I think it posted as far as a post on my YouTube channel where I was just talking about like I was a little under the weather, so I was like, listen, I'm a little under the weather, but I'm trying to crochet. It didn't work out like that way 110%, but I got a good bit done. Now, as far as the cardigan, let me show y'all that first. Let me get it out my little bag here. So we're working with this yarn. I think I got a good bit. Like we're moving along. I had to, now mind you, I had to frog about, was it, I think it was a solid 4 rows. I had to frog 4 rows, and what ended up happening, right? Let me show y'all this while I talk, because again, y'all know I'll be all over the place. So what ended up happening, this is the first half, and this is where I'm gonna stop for her. So what ended up happening was I didn't use a stitch marker, and I didn't use it for this half, so I didn't think I needed to use it for the other half, right? So I was crocheting, but what ended up happening, I was trying to multitask. So I was watching something, y'all. I'm watching something, I'm crocheting, everything is going all together. And I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't connect the big, like how you have to slip stitch to start the new round and all of that. I'm like, what's going on? Y'all, 4 rounds in, I had to go back and I said, okay, I'm gonna put the stitch marker so that I know where I start and we won't have this again. So I had to go back, and so far this is what I have on the second portion. Now these are so cute. If you can see right here, this right here, just looking at it like this, y'all, this little thing makes me wish I had someone who was like such a small size so that I could make a cardigan for that little size, because it is the cutest thing. And just thinking about that, I got some ideas in my head for some kids that's that size, but I have to stay on track, because what I'm going to do is write down my list that I have to make for Christmas, for holiday season. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? Who do I have to give things for? Like my nieces and my nephews, and write all of that down so that we can get a head start. The good thing is I have a lot of things that I can gift already that I already completed, because I was going to beat myself up. I still have not started the dog for my nephew, but I was going to beat myself up trying to like do a whole list of new things I have to do. And I'm like, I'm looking over here to my right. I'm like, wait a minute. You have an array of things that you can gift already that I already created. And when I did a craft show some months back, I can use some of those things for Christmas stuff. So that's what we're going to do. And y'all let me know in the comments too. Do y'all use like already made things and say, okay, these are going to be a part of my gifting for, the holiday season? Or do you like to just start fresh? Or however, like, how does that work? Because when I started thinking about it, I was like, I've been overthinking this thing. And not only have I been overthinking it, in the past, when I didn't meet my quota, quote unquote, for gifts, I could have just used what I already had made, wrapped them up, and those are gifts. So I'm going to make a list of everybody I want to give to this holiday season, see what I already have. Then we can box up what I already have or put it like it. I'm gonna put it in a special container so that I can know, okay, this is holiday gifts. And then whatever I want to add to it or whatever, we go from there. So that was my idea. Got that out the way. I want to show y'all the hat that I completed. This right here, I think it's going to be, not think it's going to be because it is. It's more so of an oversized bucket ruffle. And look right here, y'all. You see the beehive on it? I think that's so cute. And I just went and added just a couple of safety pins around too. And this was the what is this called? This black and white stripes design that I did. And at first I was going to make it like a regular bucket hat, but then I'm telling y'all, this took me longer than what I wanted it to take me. And by the time we got here, I was like, listen, I'm going to just add ruffles to it. And it is bigger, so it's a little more oversized. I like this one. So I'm not even going to front y'all. This is my hat. I'm going to keep it for myself. I was going to add like some little ears to it because I thought that would be super cute. But I'm thinking I'm going to just wear it during the fall season, weather get a little cooler. I love bumblebee themes things, and I love the black and yellow. So I was just like, this hat works perfect for my locks because when I tried them on, it's bigger now. But for someone who have like with my hair like this fits good too. Now I'm gonna attempt to show you. I don't know how it's gonna look because I got kind of like a ponytail, but as you can see right here, I think that is super, super cute. So this is the ruffles. Where I'm gonna wear it at, I don't know. I think it's cute like when the weather gets a little cooler. Ruffle hats, you kind of just gotta figure out what's your style when it comes to ruffle hat. What looks good on you? Everybody does not like a ruffle. I love a good ruffle. I love the ruffle hats because it's fun. It's whimsical. It kind of gives me that like playful feel, and I love that. So this is the one that I will use, and as you can see on my head, it fits perfect, and I have my hair in like these two little ponytails. So even with that, it fits perfect on my head versus if I made it with another like different type of ruffle, I would have to pull on it a little more to make it like fit. So that right there was what I did get completed. Well, finished. Let's say finished because I had to finish one more round on the base of the hat, and then I had to do the ruffles. So, and then I worked a little bit on the cardigan. So I did get that finished last week, but I didn't pick up my hook as much as I wanted to. But like I said, y'all, I was not feeling good. I felt terrible, terrible, but that's over. We got through it. I got through it, y'all. That was the biggest thing. I was like, listen, if I can just push through this, I'll be okay. And y'all, I kept telling myself, like, just push through. I may not be able to pick up my hook as much as I want to, but just push through. The goal for last week was to just get well. So let's put that out. All right. So I wanted to talk a little bit about these Caron cakes too, y'all. Cause I saw on some of the groups that I'm a part of a couple of groups on Facebook. And on Facebook, it was a group called the Caron Cakes. I think it's like, I don't know if it's Caron Cakes or Mandala. Who's by Mandala? Who does Lionheart? I'm looking over there because I have some Mandala cakes over there. So the Lion Heart one, I think I want to say it's a group, whatever it is. I know it talks about cake yarn. And y'all, I am a fan of the cake yarn, but I'm gonna be honest. I love the cake yarn. I don't love the prices of the cake yarn. And I always shopped at Joann's prior to Joann's going out of business. But I used to love shopping at Joann's so much because Joann's, 9 times out of 10, Joann's always had a deal. Let's say, like, I will always get like where I pick up, order online, pick up in store. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I find when you order online and pick up in store, you can get like a really, really good deal. Like they have these things to where you get like 25% off or 40% off your total purchase. Like Joann's was really good at that. So I made sure, like, before they went out of business, that was my number one go-to. Order online, pick up in stores. Michael was not really my number one go-to because with Michael's, I did not think that they had any good deals. But one thing I've noticed since Joann has been going out of business, Michael now is doing like the order online, pick up in store coupons. Because now when I checked this morning, they had the 40%, no, 25% off. I'm sorry. It was 25% off your total purchase. So I'm looking like it was so tempting, y'all, because the Caron Cakes are like $12.99. Now, initially, I'm not even going to like lie about it. I just felt like for me and my price range, that was a little too much. So I was just like, because I'm a person that like value yarn and I'm gonna get a good deal. So if they were on sale, I'll try a Caron Cake, which I'm gonna show y'all the two I have. These were definitely on sale. The Caron Swirl cake. We have and I have a latte cake. Now I have another latte cake. This one, I think I used some out of this one. And I have one that has a little blue in it. And these are the only two Caron cakes. I have some mandala cakes over there, but these are my only two Caron cakes. And I want to add more Caron cakes to my, to my little collection. But like I say, I will honestly have to get them while they're on sale. Now, one thing I saw is that the anniversary cakes are coming out. And they only do those, I think, once a year. So I do have a book, the anniversary cake from last year. I made the cardigan out of it, and I made sure I kept one, so I'm not using it. It's the book theme one. I can't remember. Well, it's not book theme, but the name has something with book in it, and that was my absolute favorite Caron anniversary cake last year. And it took me, like, I went around the ringer trying to find that last minute, and I got the last 3 from the store last year for that colorway. So I was able to use 2 for my cardigan, and then I was able to keep 1. So when I saw the new Caron anniversary cake this year, I was just like, oh, I'm not going to go do this again. Plus, the colorways are okay, but they're not, they're not like, oh, I want, right? But this was before I saw all 8 colorways. I only saw like a couple of them. And then when I started looking through all 8 colorways, I was like, really? There's some in there that I really like. So I think what I'm going to do is actually I may shoot for getting maybe 1 or 2 of the colorways, and I'm gonna talk about the colorways in this video as well. But of course, they're not online. They're not online yet. I don't know if they're in my store. That's something that maybe this week I can go through and see if my store has some, because I know some people were saying that the display was up in some of their stores, but not the actual yarn yet. So I don't know how the Caron Cake, how they do their rollout when it comes down to it. I know it's super cool that a lot of people get excited about it, and I love things like that, because if that's what makes you happy, hey, that's what you should do. If you want to stand in line for a Caron anniversary cake, do that. Because last year I was like hesitant, and I was almost going to mix all over the place, y'all. I was always going to miss out on, getting the one I like, the colorway, until my kids was just like, Ma, go get the yarn. So and my husband was like, stop it. So I'm happy. I'm hitting the camera, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm happy that I was able to do that. So this year, I think I got a couple of them I'm looking for. But one other thing before we talk about the colorways that they have that I thought was super cool is that they are offering now a slice of anniversary cake. I was just like, I like that, because if you know the anniversary cakes, they are huge, like huge balls of yarn. And the slice is just like kind of like similar to like your regular Caron Cake yarn bundles. And I'm telling y'all, when I was preparing for this video, right, I wrote down all of the Caron Cakes that they have, and I'm like, oh, it's only a couple. No. They have from funfetti to like slim cakes, tea cakes, baby cakes, cakes. Like it's so many different versions, and I didn't even realize it was that many versions of Caron Cakes. But I actually just love the concept of cake yarn, and I love how they went with it and just did their, like, they took it and they ran with it. They did every version that they could think of, and I absolutely love that. So let's talk a little bit about the new colorway for the slice of anniversary cakes, and I'm going to put them up in the on the screen so y'all can see. So we have Tropical Breeze, and Tropical Breeze is the one that I did not see initially, that I was just like, you know what? This is the one that I think I want. This is the one that has got me like, I got to get at least one ball of Tropical Breeze. So I think the colors are really, really cute on Tropical Breeze, but I think it's cool to have my stash. I don't have anything in particular like where I'm like, oh, I want to use it for this project, because if I'm going to be honest, I found when I was making my cardigan that this anniversary cake was a bit hard to work with, because it's like it splits. It's a bulky yarn, but I did not like how the splitting was in the yarn. Now I love the concept of the big ball in the anniversary cake. I love the concept. So the concept alone is what sold me, and the colorway that I got last year is what sold me. But working with the yarn, I'm honestly going to say, if I had to give my honest opinion, it wasn't my favorite. But concept, and I'm a concept girly, I will buy something if something look cute. If you put a lot of like thought in that concept of this project or product or the packaging, I'm that type of person. But anyways, let's get through the colorways. So then we have Berry Ripple. And I think Berry Ripple is really cute. Like I say, all the other ones I think are very, very cute. I may kind of like aim to get at least one here and there, but really my favorite was the Tropical Breeze. Then you have Green Flash, which I think is cute. You have is it Oceana? Oceana. I think I said that right, y'all. Oceana. Then we have Beach Towel, which Beach Towel, I think Beach Towel is cute as well. We have Opal, Cookie Mint. Now, Cookie Mint is one that I was just like, listen, I like this too, but the only reason when you look at Cookie Mint and the last one is Oyster. So Cookie Mint and Oyster for me, those two are what I would usually just gravitate to because of the browns. That's kind of like how the one last year was. I gravitated the brown. It just looks so cozy, and I love reading books. So the what it having in the name was something like book something. I can't remember the name of it. That right there alone, like I said, I will buy something because of the concept and if it's relatable to me. And that was so relatable because I could see myself just snuggle up in a book. Those colors, nice fall, cozy day. It just spoke to me. So that's why I absolutely love that one. So there's some that I want to try, but I think what I may do, if they have the slice of anniversary cake coming out in some of the other colorways, I may kind of push to get that versus getting the big one. The big one that I would, like I say, want is the Tropical Breeze one. But outside of that, if they have it in the slice, that's the one I would probably go for. But y'all, that was all I wanted to come on and talk to. Talk to. That's all I wanted to come on and talk about, because when I was seeing all the hype about the anniversary cake, I was like, I don't know about that. I don't want that. But then I started seeing the colorways and I'm just like, oh my goodness, that's cool. I really like that. So I may, like I said, get one. Let me know if y'all like any of the Caron Cakes. If you like working with them. I know this, I would say the skinny cakes, I would say, I want to try them. I think they're like a weight 3. I don't usually work with the weight 3. I love, 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 love working with the weight 4. But I think I want to try to work with the weight 3 because I feel like a weight 3 cardigan would be like breezy, like great for fall. So I may get a weight 3 in the skinny cakes to try for like a kid version of a cardigan, because I just really think that would be absolutely cute and adorable. But that's just me. So with that being said, I want to end the video with a inspirational message. And y'all, I did not fill up my inspirational jar, but I have such a treat and a surprise for y'all. So my book, Why Not You by CASHAPP, which is me. I have it on Amazon, but I wrote this some years ago. And I always say this right here now, I am so confident in saying this now that my past self wrote this for my future self. And there's so many different just inspirational things in here. And I was saying when I first wrote this was that this is one of those things to where you can put down, pick back up, and you're always going to get a different message or a great message from it. So one thing that I do with a lot of my stuff is I write in everything. Like I'll get stuff and just write little messages to myself and just go through the books and what did that mean to me in that moment or when I was reading it on that day. And one that stuck out because I was like, what would be the message that I leave everybody with today? So, a little line that I have in here, and it is from, let me see if I can go to which, it is from the one, chapter 7, and it says, you have to make the necessary steps. So, under each heading, I have an explanation of what that saying actually means to me. And just a little snippet in there says, don't sit in a past that you cannot change. I'll say that one again. Don't sit in a past that you cannot change. And at some point, when I was rereading this, I wrote this small little insert at the top of the page, and this touched me today, so I wanted to share it with you all. It says, start every day anew. You cannot change what has already happened. You can only enhance it in a good or not so good way. So I'd rather be on the side of enhancing my day in a good way and not sitting in the things that I can't change. Only thing I can do is move forward. So I tell my children that all the time. Don't dwell on the things we can't change. What's done is already done. But what are you going to do moving forward? So I'm going to leave this video off with that. I want y'all to always remember that I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan, and I will see you next time.